So this is part 2 of your first submission requirement, which is to show me on a sheet printed as a PDF and submitted to the proper folder on Blackboard, the creation of your 3 stacked walls. So we can see that in the previous video to this one about adding stacked walls to a sheet, this is where we ended up. And you can see that it's kind of messy. The names aren't really correct, and the levels don't line up, nor do the titles line up. So we're going to fix that. We're going to clean that up and fix that now. So it's real simple. Let's say I click on this. I can drag it up a little bit. Maybe I want to move it over to the side a little bit. And then I want to make sure that these levels and these levels and these levels all line up. So I'm going to take this and activate the view. And what that does is now I'm actually working on this drawing in the model. And I'm going to grab the level and just drag it all the way across to there. So now I want to make sure that all of my levels line up, deactivate the view, and let's see. My first floor looks like it lines up really well, but this one doesn't. So I'll simply grab this one, I'm clicking on it, and I'm going to move it from this first floor level to this first floor level. So now all of the levels actually do line up, and it's pretty clear because that's there. But I don't want to see these bubbles in these other details. So I will activate the view and simply click on one of them and then come down, and I can hide them with this light bulb by simply saying, no, that's not true. If I want to do that, then I would right click on it and just say hide in view, and it will hide. The elements will only be the objects that we've selected. Category will be everything that's in that category, sort of like a level or a layer in AutoCAD. So I'll say category, and boom, my lines are still there. My level lines are still there from this drawing, but they're all lined up and it looks pretty good. So I'm going to deactivate this view and I'm going to activate this view. Again, I'm going to click on the level, and this time I'll go down to my eyeglasses and I'm going to say hide category, and boom. So now it's hidden the category. They're all lined up. I'll right click anywhere and say deactivate the view. So now the active view is actually the title block. And then finally, I want to change the name. So if I click on the name here, I can scroll over here if I want to, and I'll call that, using caps, of course, is always a good idea. Notice that it changes it to garage stacked wall. This one and this one look pretty similar, so we'll click on that, come back over here, and I'll just call it house stacked wall and apply it. And then I think I might have the same too. So let's see how I can resolve that. Well, let's activate the view and do it right here. I'm going to grab this and drag it over, and I'm going to drag this over here like that, deactivate the view, and then drag it back. It's still all lined up, but it moved my my title. So I'm going to just click on the title and I can drag it back over here, make sure that it lines up. And if I want to make these title lines shorter, I simply click on the object and it gives me this little bubble here, and I can pull these back now if you wanted to. In this case, it looks like they were okay. And so now I want to change the name of this one. So we'll come back over here. I think I can click on it. Oh, it's activated view. So I have to deactivate the view first, click on that, come down here, and I will call this exterior house wall. And apply that. Okay, so now I think it's always a good idea to save your project. Whenever I get a phone call or I'm interrupted, the first thing I do before I attend to the interruption or the phone call is I just go up and click this little save button. It's always a good habit to get into. And so now the next tutorial will show us how to print this.